We salute you. We appreciate you. We salute you. We appreciate you. No. Amadike, one no Biafra. Odogu, Chukwaki, Kechekwagi, let it in the rogi. Dragon Master, Biko do. My Prime Minister, Atakata Abo. Take us to bus stop. The era you do to Nayasi. Anya Chikanewo, everybody knows in a jogodo. We want to go, yo. Enu la. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. Cabinet members, download. Media people, GCK. Deep down our heart, yo. Biafra, GCK. We are proud of you. We are very, very grateful. GCK. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. GCK. Nobody can say deep. You got a number. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you.
It's Black Star Bitch.
They're going to Nambana Pusyoko. Yo. Biafra Liberation Army. Biafra Defense Force. Biafra Marino. Biafra National League. Omunigwe Battalion. Nene Chekwa Bodanyo. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. No. Nabanyegi Kositi. Because a number. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. Biafra is here. Special thanks to Mazi Simon for the Prime Minister.
The best, you know. The one I just show you, you will not see. Today. Yes. Yes.
Odu can send their son to you. Welcome.
Admin of Odumegu. On the Kumadokebo. Neku Madokebo, we prove good that now. Nisi Jagije. Where's the gate that now? Ebu Telumu, Nkeki Bubu. Biafra
After God,
Biafra Ananso. Yes. Magaye Malo. Yechireke Kerala Biafra. Yes.
On Trump Melo, Chief of Staff.
Asina Dike, Mweze, Anahakwa number. The Dragon Master. Macarona Afnube Mudia before. Yes. Yes. Yenga Gunuta. When I struggle, a change go from this moment. Because of this single display, I got a man to in 2 months to come. Okay, mark my word. Agwa Munu. Na Nigeria, it in Hagede.
Yes.
Then the only na get sending a Finland. Someone Ekpa me. Nkana warm up na press up maka ihe ga-eme after December. Mana oge bido mebe n'oge maka na anyị ga-eji ehihie chọwa ewu ojii tupu chejie. The Biafra land will never allow the enemies of our people, our culture, our belief and way of life to live the next minute. The earlier they pack their bag and baggages and leave our land for the defense of our women and children, the better for them. Nigeria, na convention, but can you generate here a legal document?
Yes.
I get easy way was wanine. Orugo kwa mbuno ga organize Biafra. Makana I before. Up to this today is only awareness that now we are not wanted in Nigeria.
Yes.
It is only awareness that Nigeria was not created to favor every indigenous person within that Niger area. And so it is for the best interest of everybody that we go our separate ways to develop ourselves in the best way possible. So we can value and recognize our culture, our differences, and develop our land, ourselves, and compete among nations. Where criminals and fraudsters will not be vying into positions with the money they stole from America. That is what we are fighting for.
Yes.
All of you remember those who promised to bring 25 Hilos cars to kill our people in Biafra land. They are all involved in the internet scam.
Yeah.
Those who was bragging how they will bring the Hilos from Abuja to stop us, they are all involved. The local government chairman that was arrested by the FBI on multi-million-dollar fraud, they are all together. They are the people bragging how they are going to bring Hilos to kill our people in Anambra. Today, where are they? Na nke mmerụ joyi mmekwa ọzọ. Eji ọma anya ọma wee pụta Biafra. Ebu m ike wee bịa ọgụ a. And no more end this fight. We are going to even to our next generation. Onye ọbụla ga-afụ ya n'anya. Onye si na ya ga nọ ndụ wee bịa Biafra bịa. Ya kwado dịkwa weel ya. Maka anyị ejide ha ga na-ejide gị. Ọdụmegwu unu kpọrịta m dike today. Ọdụmegwu kwanu. Ọdụmegwu kwanu. Biafra kwezonu.
na-eme n'ụbọchị nketa obodo ekwensị bụ zuu Naijiria. Lekwa Naijiria ma dọsa ya Chineke nna dị ngosi. Onye ọbụla na-ekpe ekpere ka Naijiria wee wuru ofu nna nke Brgie jide ndị dị etu a wee laa ha n'iyi. Chineke nna kiwe biko bịa ka iwe kpọọ ha ọkụ. Kpọọ ha ọkụ kpọọ ezinụlọ ha ọkụ. Ka ha ra agbanyeghị ndị ha bụ ọbụladị ndị ụkọchukwu onye ọbụla mehụrụ ọnụ ma kulie wee sị na ọ ga-adịrị Naijiria na mma, ọ ga-adịrị onye ahụ na mma na ezinụlọ na mma site gosi wee na-eme n'ụbọchị nketa obodo ekwensị bụ zuu Naijiria. Lekwa Naijiria ma dọsa ya Chineke nna dị ngosi. Onye ọbụla na-ekpe ekpere ka Naijiria wee wuru ofu nna nke Brgie jide ndị dị etu a wee laa ha n'iyi. Chineke nna kiwe biko bịa ka iwe kpọọ ha ọkụ. Kpọọ ha ọkụ kpọọ ezinụlọ ha ọkụ. Ka ha ra agbanyeghị ndị ha bụ ọbụladị ndị ụkọchukwu onye ọbụla mehụrụ ọnụ ma kulie wee sị na ọ ga-adịrị Naijiria na mma.
Every day, honey, and I look, that guy become
We must all rise up. Rise up wherever you are. Don't say you are not told. Don't say you are not warned. Every one of us must rise up wherever we are and focus on the restoration of independence of Biafra. Whatever support you know you are going to give to Biafra, do it now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Your financial support is needed. The struggle is entering a different level. We are counting days. In few days' time, it will start happening. As we speak, the Zoological Republic are terrorizing Biafrans. Wherever you are, don't be afraid. They just want to scare you. Let us go to that update from the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, Simon Ekpa, on his X handle. This is what is coming, and you must prepare. Take note of these dates. November 15th, 2024, 3 p.m. Biafra Convention fundraising. November 17th, Biafra Convention fundraising. Wherever you are, make sure you are part of this very fundraising. The Biafra people, you know, we are hosting a lot of people. People are coming from different organizations from all parts of the world. You must take note of this date. November 15th, 2024, November of this month. And on November 17th, it is going to be fundraising, final one round for us to get the work done. To host the entire world is not an easy thing in Finland. Remember, it's not only Biafrans that are coming. People are coming from all walks of life. Try and be there. This is a very important information, and I have to bring it to you. My fellow Biafrans that are watching wherever you are watching from, I want you to listen to this message from the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria to flashback of where we are coming from.
Dada said, we have had some time to ensure that we arrest the situation, but it appears the situation is getting out of hand, and we are saying enough is enough. We should let you know, in very strong terms, that it is high time you really back Nigeria with a quest that something is done immediately because it threatens the forthcoming election. Zubairu Dada further stated that the threat that Simon Ekpa posed toward the upcoming election is very high due to the large number of supporters he commands in Nigeria. This, in essence, is why we thought it was important for us to have the discussion with you so as to let you know our concerns and the displeasure of the government of Nigeria and the people of Nigeria on this very unhealthy development. While alluding to the fears and concern raised by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Nigeria against activities of Simon Ekpa, the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria said, "This is an issue we have been discussing. We share the concerns, we have discussed the matter, and as I mentioned, our law enforcement agencies are in touch and are cooperating. Also, is a double citizen as far as I know of Nigeria and Finland, and is therefore, as you rightly said, protected and safe and sound in his home in Finland. But we have to take his rights into consideration as well. So everything has to obviously be done according to Finnish legislation, which has very strong protections for freedom of speech."
I want you to pay attention. Pay close attention to this message.
Nigeria, on a daily basis, witness the impunity which is so-called Fulani herdsmen extremists who share an ethnic and religious identity with President Buhari and the Fulani elite, which now dominates all key institutions in Nigeria.
Open an investigation specifically into the...
Now they are not saying it again, but before they are telling you the people you say you claim you are fighting for, you are making them to stay at home and lose their businesses and lose their families abroad and lose their families, lose their means of livelihood is a lie. Ask yourself, those people that their business has been destroyed in Lagos, were they sitting at home before their business was destroyed? And those who have always condemned our sit at home and all that, if they really love Ndibu, what are they doing now for the people that their businesses are being bombed, koro in their own eyes? What steps have they taken to demonstrate that they love Ndibu? They don't love him. They never love him. And they will never love him. The only thing that we are trying to do is to discredit us, to show you that, oh, sit at home is not beneficial, sit at home is not helping you, Martin Amdekana has not been released, Biafra have not come. All those things are to demoralize you. But today, I have come to open your eyes. Why we are sitting at home, why we will continue to sit at home, why they are doing what they are doing, why the Nigeria media are propagating this particular blackmailing and lies. Why every media in Nigeria have fought against our sit at home. I want to tell you the secret today, because some of you don't know. The secret is that there is two ways to show control over your threat. There is two ways to show that the people are with you. One is that you have declared a control of a certain territory using arms. By arms, which means that if we declare Biafra and we fight and make sure that we chase all the governors away, take over the government houses for the best interest of Biafra, control it, that anybody that comes, we bring him down, especially from the army, police, everything from Nigeria. We take total control of territory. That is one of the ways to demonstrate the territorial control of Biafra. And if you are able to maintain it to a certain point, of course, the international community will begin to hear from you. When you want to talk, they will want to know, how you control the territory, whether there is a kind of control of the territory or not. Now we have not got to that point. What we are doing now is the second option. The second option is to use civil disobedience to demonstrate our loyalty, how we enjoy the loyalty of the Biafra people above the government. We have demonstrated that the Biafra people are with us more than the government. We have demonstrated that if no matter the threat that comes from the governors, they don't obey them. They obey the agitations, they obey the agitators, they obey the frontliners in this struggle, which are those fighting and piloting their affair to their freedom. That is what we are demonstrating. And each day you sit at home from our order, it goes to the record that this day, from this social date to social date, Biafra people have been demonstrating and sit at home. So the Nigerian media understand this particular implication of Biafra sitting at home. And what do? They come with lies. Even when Enugu State, Anambra State, Imo State is under lock and key, that the video is flying everywhere, you are going to see them telling you, oh, this is old video, this is new old picture, this is somebody will be on social media telling you, I am there now. There is nothing I sit at home. You know why? Because they are trying everything to discredit it so that you will not, it will not demonstrate the total control of the Biafra territory through the civil disobedience. So, and anyhow they want to do this thing, they have always failed. So today, I want you people to understand that it is very, very important what I'm explaining now. And if you have never supported our sit at home, for whatever reason, and you really want out of Nigeria, you really want freedom, this is the time you will begin to think about what I'm saying. when they tell you it is about economy, it is not about economy. Our Igbo people, Biafra people are not losing anything through the sit at home. The people that lose is the government. The government don't only lose the revenue, they also lose the territorial control of the territorial integrity of Biafra. They also lose the loyalty of the entire Biafra population. So they are not just losing money, they are also losing relevance. They are losing power and control of it. I want you people to understand that you don't know the implication of this in international law when we begin to shoot at the end of the day. Because it is what we are going to use as our backbone. I am making this exposition today because it is no longer healthy that we just keep quiet and continue to do our sit at home while the media in Nigeria will be discrediting it with blackmails and disinformation. Now, what prompted me to come this evening to explain deeper into why you must support the sit at home is because Vanguard News today published something, folks, and I'm going to share it to the screen so that you will understand the war we are fighting. One moment. Those of you watching from Twitter, we are sorry. You have to join us now on Enter Biafra. Enter Biafra is where everything is happening. It is our own platform and it is our own, and we are encouraging everybody to go and start watching from Enter Biafra, because at the time we may not have the opportunity to be broadcasting anywhere else. So the Enter Biafra now is where we are broadcasting. We are developing this particular platform, making it user-friendly, and it is getting better by the day. So those of you watching from Twitter, I urge you to go and join us on Enter Biafra channel 2. Click the link posted there and join us. We're going to cut it off and we'll continue from there. Thank you. All right, here we go. So like I was saying, I want to show you what Vanguard did today, because you don't know. There are, when they write it like this, it goes to the record. They say when the world powers, the United Nations, they want to research for those who cannot go to Biafra land to get information by themselves, like the Finnish people, like the Finnish Broadcasting Corporation, like the Finland government did. Those who will not go to Biafra land, they will rely on the fake news and disinformation from the Nigerian media. And then they will get information there. Oh, in this day, Vanguard reported that sit at home failed and it did not happen. And so Biafra people did not obey it during the election. It's a lie. So I want you to watch. Folks, I want you all to read. When Simon Ekpa failed in Southeast, this is a complete disinformation and complete lies. Vanguard said, for the first time since the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ordered the weekly Monday sit at home in the entire Southeast zone, following the dictation of its leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, residents of and boldly said enough is enough by total ignoring the one of Finland-based Ebonyi State born. I do not know, you know how they are addressing it. Finland-based Ebonyi State born tell you that they are dragging us into their nonsense state. Ebonyi State born Simon Ekpa to stop them from participating in the February 25th presidential and national election. Now, when you read this, overlook it. You don't understand what they are trying to do. what they are trying to do is to come from the back door and steal the mandate and validate that they will not sit at home. But that is a lie. Everywhere in Biafra land was under lock and key. And all of you can attest to that. Now, when you see this news report, what you will do is, oh, Vanguard, you are a liar. This is that. They don't care. Okay? They don't care. What they do is to just write these lies and put it on social media, put it out there. The successful sit at home, they are going to come across Vanguard News reporting when Simon Ekpa failed. I want people to understand. I'm not doing it now that it is going to change. Okay, I'm not showing this as that because we don't have a media that is with us. Vanguard lied. Okay, we don't have it. But when the time comes, we are not going to anybody rely on what Nigerian media are writing. To, vigorously and vehemently and by orally to whomever that may be interested in such report. Evidence upon evidence, videos upon videos, pictures upon pictures, date by date for the past 2 years, how Biafrans have sit at home in civil disobedience for the release of Mazen and the Kano. And don't think it is small thing, it is not small thing, because what they are trying to do is to drag you into the election. But today, I am here to tell you that in the entire Biafra land during the election, all of you saw the videos everywhere, how everywhere was locked down. And I'm going to show something from Facebook on the 25th of February, where everywhere was locked down. Now, as this lockdown was going on, some people came out from in their street. When we talk about polling unit, in their street, in their village, they came out, those who want to validate Nigeria, those who definitely vote against Biafra, they came out. And there are just 4 million, only 4 million people, where over 25 million people registered and were ready to vote. We told them, no, don't validate Nigeria. And over 20 million people sat back and said they will never be part of Nigeria again. And then just 4 million went out. And not that 4 million, no. 4 million were written, concocted result by the Catholic Reverend Fathers in Enugu, and some of them in Onitsha. People did not come out. The people that you saw on the street, were there up to 400,000 people? The answer is no. The result was written for Obi. In Enugu State alone, over 2 million people registered to vote in that election. How many people voted? Only 400,000, 480,000. From that 480,000 people, over 400,000 was written in favor of Obi. So how can Vanguard now come to write that sit at home failed? Is that true? I want people to understand that when they come to say disinformation, they are the one that is doing this disinformation. Now look at this one too. If you look at the picture here, you are going to see a research they made. They paid very huge money to do this research. You see Simon Ekpa in the center, and you see people scattered all over the world that are sharing information from Simon Ekpa on Twitter. They are so mad and so frightened the way we disseminate our information, the way we share, the way we take charge of the media, the way we control the media, that
anything we push out there is going viral. So they were amazed. They have to go now into research to see how we are winning this war and how we are doing this magic. And this is what they come up with. If you look at the word, it said Jeffy utilization of the Twitter network that shared the tweet with Simon Ekpa as potent zero generated by whatever they use to generate the information of how our tweets are being shared, making it go very, very far and very, very wide, making it possible for entire Biafra land to stand still when we call on them. So they are making research on how we are succeeding in making this tremendous feat. So I'm here to tell you today that our work ahead in the media, we are going to step up again in our media fight. They are now out because they know that with the outcome of the election, of the general election, they know that they know that we have zeroed our mind. They know that there is nothing in this life that will make us to change. Unlike before, when they will push our leader, all those players around him, push him, he will cancel the election at the end. The bucket of the election, just at the end before the election. And then he is the one that they will heap all the blame on, while the people pushing him will be on the background, collecting money from politicians. This time around, we were not ready to speak to anybody, and we are not going to speak to anybody concerning our decisions. So we stand in the ground on our ground, and for that reason, entire Nigeria did not come out to. It is not just about Biafra people. Nigeria people did not come out to it because they know that we were speaking the truth. They know we command 70 million Biafrans. They know we enjoy. They are panicking. They closed our YouTube. Our YouTube channel closed. They closed our Facebook. Not even closed. They deleted the Facebook. They deleted it. They deleted our Facebook. Deleted our YouTube. Deleted. Not just they deleted. You know, today we are building our own platform, and you must support this platform by coming to watch on this platform, making your calls from this platform, making sure that those who think that when they close our YouTube, we are going to disappear from media, those who think that when they close our Facebook, we are going to disappear from media, today they are surprised and they are in shock. And what they are doing now is to research. How do we do this magic? How do we do this magic? How is this magic happening? And they will never know it. We are 1 million steps ahead of them. Today, our platform is more powerful than YouTube. YouTube is a global district. They have billions of people in YouTube. But at least the future we have in our platform today, YouTube don't have it. Can you call on somebody with YouTube? Can you make a phone call on YouTube? No. Can you make a video call on YouTube? No. But every feature of YouTube is now coming to Enter Biafra. You can make a comment on Enter Biafra. You can make a comment on YouTube. You can edit your comment on Enter Biafra. I don't know whether you can edit comment on YouTube, but if you can, that's a good thing. You can make a super chat on YouTube. You can also make a super chat on Enter Biafra. But you can make a call from Enter Biafra, but you can't make a call on YouTube. You can make a video call on Enter Biafra. You can't make a video call on YouTube. So you can send a message to somebody on Enter Biafra. You cannot send a message to somebody on YouTube. So our future is more of modernized, innovative features, better than YouTube. We may not have billions of people in Enter Biafra now, but we are not in a hurry. It is going to be a platform where Biafra will be preached, and on this platform, Biafra will come this year. So the issue of trying to discredit and misinform the world about our sit at home is the reason why I am educating you this evening. Now, you know what they do? They will tell you, you are misinforming, you disinformation. You know what they want to say? They say disinformation. I want you to listen to this.
The Nigerian Ministry of Foreign Affairs on Tuesday summoned the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria, Lena Filbaninian, over Simon Ekpa's latest remarks to obstruct the 2023 general election in southeast Nigeria. The ministry, who spoke through its representative, Zubairu Dada, called on the Finnish ambassador to stop Ekpa from inciting violence in Nigeria from Finland with regards to the upcoming general elections. In the statement, which read in part, Dada said, "We have had some time to ensure that we arrest the situation, but it appears the situation is getting out of hand, and we are saying enough is enough. We should let you know, in very strong terms, that it is high time you really back Nigeria with a quest that something is done immediately because it threatens the forthcoming elections." Zubairu Dada further stated that the threat that Simon Ekpa posed toward the upcoming election is very high due to the large number of supporters he commands in Nigeria. This, in essence, is why we thought it was important for us to have the discussion with you so as to let you know our concerns and the displeasure of the government of Nigeria and the people of Nigeria on this very unhealthy development. While alluding to the fears and concerns raised by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Nigeria against activities of Simon Ekpa, the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria said, "This is an issue we have been discussing. We share the concerns, we have discussed the matter, and as I mentioned, our law enforcement agencies are in touch and are cooperating. Also, is a double citizen as far as I know of Nigeria and Finland, and is therefore, as you rightly said, protected and safe and sound in his home in Finland. But we have to take his rights into consideration as well. So everything has to obviously be done according to Finnish legislation, which has very strong protections for freedom of speech."
Now, if you listen to that, you will understand their worries. They command large followers. Now, this is not even it. I want you now, let us read. They said, IPOB, which initiated sit-at-home order in the region, had since asked residents of the area to ignore the order except on the days its leader, Mazina Bikano, has been court cases. Few weeks to the election, Ekpa was making daily broadcasts from his base in Europe and threatening that those who would step out of their houses to cast their vote would have themselves to blame, as their families might not see them again. Indeed, he ordered that sit-at-home should begin 1 week to the election, and had the people obeyed it, the economy of the region would have been crippled further. Have you people seen Koro Lie? Vanguard is writing that I ordered sit-at-home 1 week to the election. How can you openly lie like this? Is this true? Is this true? But you see, they wrote it. 1 week, that I ordered 1 week ahead of the election for people to sit at home. Is that true? That's a lie. Sit at home started 2 days to the election. 2 days to the election, from 23rd to 28th of February. Isn't it true? Where is the 1 week coming from? Here, Vanguard reported that Sabaneba ordered 1 week ahead of the election. And had it been that the sit-at-home happened, the economy will be crippled. The entire days of this sit-at-home, entire Biafra observed it. Everybody saw the videos. From 23rd to 28th, Biafra land were locked down. So, now you see the evil in them. And let me tell you, I don't want anybody to worry about this report, because the good news is that we have tested them. We have tested this disinformation. Do you know where we tested it? We tested it during the issue of Finland and Nigeria. Yes, I am telling you. So my happiness is that the world has come to know that Nigerian media are liars and corrupt. So even when they were trying to get the right information of what was going on. From Finland, they have come. At the end of the day, there were different reports from here and there. They were getting reports from Nigerian media. They were getting reports. They are trying to get the picture of what is really going on. At the end of the day, do you know what they said? Do you know the conclusion of some of the reports that Finland authority or Finland Broadcasting Corporation arrived at? That the information is unclear. That is word against word. That is our own word point of view, which is the real, and there is the word of point of view from the Nigerian media, and there is the one from the criminals in the DOS that were expelled, that betrayed Mazen. So, but you know what? One thing they hold their hand in is that they went to Enugu State and they saw that people were sitting at home. Whether it is by force, so as some of the claim, whether it is by choice, so it doesn't matter. The truth is that people were sitting at home. And we know that it is the choice of the Biafra people. So those lies have been trashed there. And when they are writing this thing, they think they have won. They think because they are in the media. They think because they have media. The world is not longer that. Were they aware when Finland people came to Enugu? They were not aware, but I was aware. I was aware that they were coming. But this idiot, do they know? No. At the end of the day, did they rely on their report? The answer is no. They come for fact finding. And when this Biafra issue will start happening, it is going to happen like that. Everybody that is interested to talk about Biafra will come to Ali to have their fact finding. Whether Biafra people are actually sitting at home, and whether they are ready to go. Whether they sit at home and lasted for 2 years is a history. So if you think that you are writing this thing and the people are going to rely on it, that is it is before, it is not now. People will come to Nigeria themselves and do fact finding. So, Vanguard, I am telling you now that you have failed. You reported about me since 2021 till today. Where has it taken you to? Nowhere. No matter what you report, those who are interested in knowing why I'm doing what I'm doing, they will go to Nigeria to find out themselves. And today, when I was calling for no election in Biafra land, how is the outcome of the election? Are all of you not complaining and crying? But these people they will be the one to come and tell you that you are posting disinformation and misleading the public. Fake news. Who are the ones sharing the fake news? Then, did I call for sit at home 1 week before election? The answer is no. Sit at home was 2 days before election. Election started on the 25th, and I called for the sit at home from the 23rd to the 28th. So who is lying? Vanguard News.
We, the IPOB Autopilot Global Family, authorized by our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, kindly announce to everyone living in Biafra land to sit at home on the 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th of this month, March 2022.
Sorry for that announcement. This is an old record, so when you hear such announcement, ignore it. We are not having any sit at home, just a memory from where we are coming from to let you realize and remember things that you have forgotten.
The God Almighty have asked us to come and do. And that is why every praise, every adoration, that is why every thank that we offer goes to Chukwu Abiyama. Right now, our people know who Chukwu Abiyama is. Everybody, back in the villages, everywhere around the world, they now give praise to Chukwu Abiyama. That is how we should be. We are doing our work. We promise the Almighty God Chukwu Abiyama, we will do this job you've asked us to do. You see this, your stubborn, very hopeless children, we will return them to you. We will cleanse their brain, those of them that is worth cleansing. Come over in the Hausa, please, that is beyond the pale. If your father is a Hausa Fulani man I can't help you. You are finished already. If your father is a Hausa Fulani cattle header, you are finished. Look for where your father is. John Nameganachi, you are not a Biafran. For those of you lucky enough to be born genuine Biafrans, the destination is liberty. We are going to worship Chukwa Biama in our land. Satan will come. Don't think it's going to be easy. The devil will come. This same devil will use people within us to try to stop what we are doing, but they can never prevail. Do you know why? Darkness comes, but in the morning comes light. Darkness will always go away. And you know the funny thing about darkness, it doesn't grow any food. No food, no plant grows in the night. Every plant, every organism needs the sun to be able to survive and to be able to propagate. Now you understand it. Why we are the children of the light. We are descended from heaven direct. The gates of darkness cannot prevail over this very gospel that we preach. The work of the enemy, the aggregation of everybody who is against the restoration of this kingdom of heaven in truth and honesty can never ever surmount our collective will and resolve to do what is right before God in heaven and man on this very earth. You need to understand that we are unstoppable. The more challenges I see, the more I relish and enjoy it. If there is no problem, sometimes I create one myself. Maybe I create one myself. I want to test myself to see how equipped and prepared I am. Where there is no problem, there is no progress. You need to have problem to be able to test your progress. Even where there is none, we instigate it. You hear that? Who is the person that can stand in front of us? Very soon, we will commence our march. And then you will know how serious we are. You will understand that we say something and we do it. Every promise you have ever made, we have fulfilled it. There are many more coming, which we have been advised not to tell you, and we cannot tell you. But our march is relentless. Some coordinators will no longer exist after a short while because of the role they played. They won't exist. The fewer we are, the better, the more secure our secret is. Yep. And there is no coming back. There is no coming back in. We need people who are hardcore Biafrans. I mean hardcore. I don't mean just a Biafran in our t-shirt in our I mean hardcore. People who we are born Biafrans. And can you see how interesting things have become? These days are beginning to come out. I mean genuine hardcore. Those that will never go back regardless of what is in front of them. Those that will serve their country without any conditions. Today we have to demonstrate that we are campaigning for the release of Benjamin Onwoka and all those held, all those Biafrans did. Because we are preaching to people that understand what common sense and reason is. The white man came and bastardized you. Before that, the Arabs came. You were turned from the being was taken away from you. You're just human. You're not a human being. There is a difference from a human being and just being somebody who just exists. We are trying to repair something that has been damaged. The worst thing you can damage is a man's consciousness, their ability to reason properly. Try to put it together. Then you know how difficult our task is, and that's what we are doing. Sometimes we castigate you. Sometimes we are very hard. We do it so that you can reason properly. You can go back. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Oh, look at what they are saying about me. And are you a weasel? The white man calls you a nigger, yet you go to work and sweep their kitchen for them, don't you? Don't you, I ask? Some idiot.
Apart from where he is as a local councillor. So you can see the hypocrisy of people for their own selfish gain. And that's why we must rise beyond this, give peace a chance, and he must face the full wrath of the law for all the things he said. Because you are inciting people, people are being killed because of you here. You are saying no to democracy, no to elections, but you are holding a political position in Finland, an elected position as a local councillor, I think in the state, in the area called Latvia or something, which is really very sad. Moving further, somebody just sent me a message talking about the fact that INEC should really come to explain a lot of things, because he said his PVC was part of those found in the bush. And he said that he had tried constantly, made
we must continue and not stop it.
Particular burning of market start from Biafra land. You will see all of them. Oh, Simon Ekpa, bring him. Let us deal with him. Cut his head. Do this one. But it is now the other way around. It started from his people. These Yoruba people, with the hate, of course, not the Yoruba nation, but these people that Tinubu has sponsored, and this Islamic state has sponsored, which the people that he is aligning with, today, he has lost his voice. He is no longer analyzing it. He is no longer saying how, at least I have not watched them. But if it was supposed to, if it happened from Biafra land now, you will see all of them, all the hair in their body will stand up. Yes, Simon Ekpa has done it again. But who is doing the one in Lagos? Why are you burning the properties of the people? And they are not talking about it. The violence is already here. Have you called the Canadian authority to look into those sponsoring the burning and the attack against the people? Lagos, you cannot do it because the people doing it, they are not doing it to divide Nigeria. If it is in the southeast now, hey, you are going to see different reports. Simon Ekpa ordered it. Simon Ekpa do this. Why Okorocha is here telling them they know those who are responsible for the insecurity in the southeast? They are not seeing Okorocha. No, all of them paid deaf ear to Okorocha, who is a former governor of Imo State, saying, we know the people that are sponsoring insecurity. They are not interested in that. They are interested in Simon Ekpa from Finland.
We, the IPOB Autopilot Global Family, authorized by our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, kindly announce to everyone living in Biafra land to seek at home on the 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th of this month, March 2023, for the unconditional release.
Thank you so much for listening. For those of us that are patient to pay attention up to now, I appreciate every one of you. Sorry for we had a lot of disruption today, but we must continue no matter the temptations and challenges.
Every time Nigeria is ringing bell. If I look on news, it is bell. If I look at social media, it is problem. When I should be drinking coffee, they will make me to come online. They don't want to have me to rest. But you know what? You know what? The spirit in me, the Biafra spirit in me, I said, when I told you, if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is looking for 100 people, I promise that I have 50 in me. You have not seen anything. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. But, you know, as my own oru, I am a royal, you understand? Till Biafra come. But today you are going to receive sense. The crypto, Nigeria crypto. As they are crippling your economy, they close border. They closed the border. ESN came out. Medusa went very deep in the forest.
Is the question. Why is it that the Europeans are afraid of other countries within Africa, may follow up the breakup of Nigeria, and they would want to break up and form their own country? I want you people to ask yourself, why are they thinking like this? Because I have come across a lot of arguments where somebody will say, okay, they want to maintain Nigeria so that, because they are afraid. According to them, during the 1970 Biafra, the issue was that if Biafra, succeeded in breaking away from Nigeria, other African countries will want to follow suit. Now, I ask again, why are they afraid of that? My people, it is not about natural resources. Some people say they are afraid to lose natural resources. It is not afraid to lose natural resources. No. Of course, business is part of it. Business is part of it, which natural resources is also one of the factors. But this is not the issue. The issue here is not about the natural resources. Because anyhow, they are still going to have access to these natural resources. Somehow, they are going to have access to it. But it is not about natural resources. Well, so when natural resources is one compelling factor, but we should go beyond natural resources. It is time we begin to think beyond natural resources. It is not about natural resources. They are afraid of the economic power that will come from Africa when Africa divide along tribal line. Because you see, they know, they are afraid for you to know what they know. So it is not about natural resources. If you are thinking that it is because of natural resources, my brother, somehow you are right, but you are not right completely. You are getting the main point very wrong. The point here is that they are afraid of you adopting the system that made them what they are today. And what is that system? Dividing your country along tribal line. And that is what we want to do. That is exactly the brain we want to bring to Biafra. We want to bring Biafra, and Biafra will be divided along tribal line. That Efik, Ijo, Ichekiri, all these people will be the confederated state of Biafra. You are going to have your own government, your own autonomy, make decision, control your natural resources. If you have 1 trillion ton of whatever you have in your land, you control it. And we are going to have the central government, and it is going to be joint military. The military is going to be like a NATO. If anybody is attacked, the entire Biafra will come. So we are going to have one common defense system. One common defense system. You see, just like this Europe is a little bit different. Europe is they have countries and all that. And within this country of Europe, there are countries that have autonomy, that have also autonomy within their own countries. Believe me, this is what they don't want us to do. This is what they don't want you to do. The Europeans discover that when they are together as one bunch people with different background, different culture, different language, different understanding, different thinking, things were not working. Things were not working. From 1940, 1930s, 1950s, 1960s, When these countries in Europe were still in one big for nothing country, there were no progress. In fact, do you know that, let me tell you, when they tell you that in Nigeria, in a Benin or so, or is it in Ibadan or so, they have television before Switzerland. They had television, TV in Nigeria or in Yoruba land. Yoruba land, they have TV before Switzerland. Do you know why? Do you know why Yoruba were able to have television before some countries in Europe? Because that time the economy was divided along tribal line. You have, they call it region. They call it regional government. They call it region. It is not region. It was divided along tribal line. And the tribe were allowed to develop and govern themselves. And also, we were told that during that time, Oduduwa, Yoruba have their embassies, their consulate, even in the United Kingdom. And according to them, they even had their own passport. Oduduwa you see today, Yoruba people you see today, had their own passport.
When I was talking to very heavy players, big men at UN, what they said to me is, but you stopped. That means that what you're fighting for is not worth dying for. If your freedom is not worth dying for, then the world cannot take you seriously. That is the way it is. Any day, if you like, listen, if just do us, I don't need your money, what we want from you is one container load only. We won't come to you again. Let me tell you, any day they shoot us, police shoot us, we shoot back at them. They kill us, we kill them. Believe you me, UN will come in that same day. But if they're only killing you, UN will say, please, can you investigate the matter? Can you investigate it? And make sure that all the culprits are brought to justice. Is that not what they will say? But any day police kill us, we kill police back. They will say, please, what is the problem? What is going on? That time the language is not the same. What is going on means they want to hear from the zoo, they want to hear from us. But if they come and they kill us and they go scot-free, they will say to the zoo, please investigate and let us know. Every country you mentioned, the UN came in as they were fighting. For every year that we fought the war, Southern Sudan fought for 10 years. Guerrilla warfare. At a point, it became very, very clear to Sudanese that you must let these people go. Because they're not going away. They have fought for 30 years, they're not going anywhere. These are the things we need to understand. Had both Biafra, Organization of Freedom Fighters, had they gone into the bush to continue guerrilla warfare, by now Biafra will be a free country. But everybody went into buying and selling. You became very selfish. It's just about you and your son and your family. Which is why, go and ask people who are as old as we are, that grew up in the village and close to our father and our grandparents or uncles in those days. Ask them, since when did an Igbo man start saying,
Biafra, the land of the rising sun. Ndane kumakahabo, Ndi Biafra. Umu check up. Israel na Africa. Na the Gulf of Guinea. Hey. Solomon Ekpa Joko, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic. Omogina Nabata in Europe. I ain't not sitting no. Oh, but you're being Biafra. Onye Nkunku akwa ụmụ Biafra. Ọ chọrịrị nke Biafra. Anụ nkankampi. Mmejiri gbago onye iro asị na ọ dịrọ nkọ. Oche na mmụọ. Ọ dị nkankamire. Umene Fulani, the end of Nigeria. You are the Joshua of Biafra. You are leading us to the promised land. Biafra government in exile. The cabinet members of the government in exile. The de facto government in the homeland. Anyị si unu jisike o. Ọ ga-abara unu. Ọ bụnagodu onye isi na-afụ ụzọ na-afụ mbọ unu na-agba. Jisike n'ọrụ. Our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukalo, Ohamadike one of Biafra, Dike Anakogunanya, the Black Messiah. Okukubala Nigeria n'olu, Kelo Abusobu, Kabupo. The symbol of African freedom. The once living apostle of truth. Nigerian prison cannot break your spirit. You are the Moses of Biafra. We remember our eternal leader, Dim Chukwemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. He came by Newi. You died, but your spirit is fighting for your children. You are our godfather, the Abraham of Biafra. We cannot forget you, our own. Philip Effiong, Onu Baranyalfa, the one that gave us our name. You are dead, but your spirits are alive. Anyị ga-agba egwu ọnwụla na Biafra, the promised land. Anyị ga-adị ndụ wee bụ Biafra. Anyị ekene Chukwu, ọbasi nke igwe, onye edu anyị ala n'ala ahụ ekwere anyị na nkwa. Anyị ga-agba egwu ọnwụ wee na nwayọ Aha. Aha. Abia. Egwu abia. Ya. Egwu onye gbanyere ọka ya ekwe n'isi. Egwu eji ana. Aha. Aha. Welie na-aga. Aha. Aha. Welie na-aga. Ogbobi ana m anụ ya. Ụmụ Biafra na-enwe ọṅụ. Ụmụ Israel na-enwe ọṅụ. Ọnwụ ka anyị ji ana. Ọnwụ ka anyị ji ana. Ee. Na so, anyị ala. Ụmụ Biafra n'ala. Anyị na-ala n'ala nsọ. Ngwanụ ka anyị lawa. Aka kpuchi ọnwa. Aka kpuchi ọnwa. We are unstoppable. We are indefatigable. Ebe anyị na-ala bụ obodo ọma. The 14 states of Biafra. Ngwanụ. Anyị ana. Ihe Chidere odego ya. Chidere anyị Biafra. Anyị alawala. Ma ndị nọ n'obodo oyibo, ma ndị nọ na Naịjirịa, ma ndị nọ na mba ụwa ọzọ dị iche iche. Obi kadawala. Ọ na-akpanyụ n'ugwu na ndịda. Oge ụnụ anyị erugo. Webe ọṅụ. Webe ọṅụ. Webe ọṅụ. Eluigwe na-enwe ọṅụ. Aha. Anyị apụọ. Anyị apụọ. Ana m anụ ya. Na so. Gbaya agba, gbaya agba, gbaya agba, gbaya agba. Eshi ụka. Nwayọ, 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 nwayọ. Na so we dey do am. Papa tiri ya nwayọ. Mama gbara m egwu a. Nwayọ. Ụmụaka, ụmụ Biafra, ụmụ ọma. Anyị ana-anụ. Anyị ana-anụ. N'obodo ọma ahụ. Obodo kwere anyị na nkwa. Ekene otito dị n'ọbasi nke igwe. Eze Chineke abịa m ụra. Onye na-etinye ụzọ ebe ụzọ na-adịghị. Odumala. Biafra, omen, ụna.